Hey there, guys. This is Mr. C, and we are here at the Jameson School Tech Lab website. And I'm going to walk you through our new reading program called Raz Kids. I'm going to show you how you can sign on and read at home with your kiddos. So, we can start by coming to Web 2.0 tools. Just keep in mind, this is the process the kids have learned in the lab. So if you come to our website here, jamesonschooltech.weebly.com, you'll be able to easily get to the website, and your child should be able to bring you right to Raz Reading on their own, because they've been using Raz Reading in the lab for the past 3 weeks or so now. When I get to Web 2.0 tools, I'll scroll all the way down to the bottom. Here's the different tools we use here in the lab. And we're looking for the parrot at the bottom right here, razkids.com. You'll press on Jameson Student Login, and this will prompt you to enter your teacher code. You all should have a code that your teacher sent home for you. Has your teacher username, your child's username, and there's also, if applicable, there's a password for your child. So I'm going to use Mrs. Fletcher's account, and it's already right here because Mrs. Fletcher and I share a classroom, and we have a example student that we use for our kids. And so let's just say, obviously Mrs. Fletcher's here, and I can click on her name. But in the middle of your username code that you got home from your teacher, there'll be a teacher username. And Mrs. Fletcher and I, ours is Jameson K Room 8. All you need to do now is take a look at the code you have and type in your teacher code name. Press go. That will bring you right in. Look for your student's name. And right here, Mrs. Fletcher is the example student we use. When you come in, this is what their Raz Home looks like. There's assignments. There's a book room. There's a robot builder and a Raz rocket. This will give your your students reading level. And keep in mind, these reading levels, some teachers have done DRAs. We've done various tests to put your child at their appropriate level, which is awesome. So all the books that they read, and this student, Mrs. Fletcher, she'll be reading level D books and working towards level E. So this shows the progress here. As they go through their assignments, which are on this blue planet here, they earn stars. So if they read, they get stars. If they listen, they get stars. If they take the quiz, they get stars. And let me show you exactly how that works. So when after they get their stars, they're able to come in and work on building their rocket, which is really a great motivator. Coming to your assignment, I'm going to just take a look for a book that we haven't read yet and walk you through the process. The things we've been working on in the lab. First, we listen. As you can see where my mouse is, this is where the ear is. We encourage our kids to listen with their ear and watch with their eyes, because the words turn red. That's how they'll learn new words. Let's start by doing that. This book is on clouds.
Clouds. Written by Kira Freed.
You can see the words turning red right now, and I'm really focusing on those words, listening to them and watching their eyes. Encourage your student to do the same.
Big white clouds fill the blue sky. What do you see in the clouds? Look at the puffy clouds.
Okay, so what I did was I fast forwarded through. So after you're done listening, you'll be at this prompt screen here. There's options. You can go backwards. You can read again. You can take the quiz, but we're not encouraging our kids to take the quiz at this point. What we're encouraging our kids to do is press on the home button. This will bring us back to our bookstore, and look, we just earned more stars for listening to that book. We earned 10 stars. This will go towards the Raz rocket, which is really a great motivator. I'm going to come back down, and I'll see a blue check mark. A green check mark next to the ear shows me that I've read. The next thing that I'm going to do is to read. Let me show you what we've encouraged our kids to do. There's a record function. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to record all the time, but I will show you how to do that right now. When you record, press on the record button.
Before you begin reading, we need to make sure your microphone is working. Start by clicking on the green Allow button.
And we'll walk through this process. Keep in mind, your child has learned how to do this in the lab, so they're aware how this works, but I want to walk you through it as well. Press on Allow.
Get ready. Say your name into the microphone.
Mr. C.
Now, listen to what you recorded.
Mr. C.
Did you hear your name? Click yes or no.
So I heard my name. I'm going to press yes.
Great. Click the red record button and begin reading aloud.
And let's record. You can see now there's a pause button. You could stop, and the numbers are counting up, which tells me that it is recording. So I would read to myself. The nice part is this data will come back to the teacher, so the teacher can listen to the student read. It'll also come to your account, so you can listen to your son or daughter read. And at the end, we encourage our students to listen to themselves and follow along with their own reading, so they can give themselves a critical eye and self-evaluate their reading. Next. Big white clouds fill the blue sky. I've encouraged kids to press on words that they don't know, or even press on the words just to verify that they do know them. So the underlined words they can press on.
Clouds. White.
Okay. What do you see in the clouds? Look at the puffy. Let's make sure
Puffy.
I did get that right. Clouds. What do you see? I see a snowman. What else do you see? Look at the jumbo clouds. What do you see? I'm going to fast forward through because you don't need to listen to me read at home. We get to the end of the book. The recording will stop, and you are able to play back.
You can see now there's a pause button. You could stop, and the numbers are counting.
Pause. Okay. So I'm able to go back and listen to myself reading. We'll press on the home button. Now we're going to phase 3. Look, we get our stars for that. Now it's time to take the quiz. We encourage them to listen, read, take the quiz. We want them to take the quiz right after doing those things because we want to make sure that the data we get back from the quiz is authentic. We don't want them to stop at this point, take off to go eat, and then come back to take the quiz because we'll be concerned if we're getting good data back. They might have forgot some things along the way. So let's press on the quiz. And a quiz looks like this. We've been working with our kids on good test taking skills. So what I have them do is I have them read this question, and some of them will be on a level where they can press on it like this.
If something is jumbo, it means it is very...
Okay. So they'll go through all the answers. What I encourage the kids to do is to look at all the answers first.
Small.
Small.
Scary.
Or?
Big.
Okay. They eliminate things that they know aren't correct. So, and then they can reread the question as well if needed. If something is jumbo, it means it is very, obviously it's not small. So they eliminate that question. I don't think it's scary either. We know that it's big. But walk your child through that process and let them talk you through it. Let them eliminate so they start to think critically about the question. Get rid of the ones that it couldn't be, then pick the best possible answer.
Correct.
Okay. What color are the clouds at the start of the book? Okay. You'll come through and you'll go ahead and you'll finish these quizzes. And your student will get star for these quizzes. I'm going to come back to assignment. After I've finished, I'm able to move on to my next book. Okay. That's just a quick tutorial. That will be it for today. I'll have some more tutorials coming on how to look at the data and how to actually log into your account to make sure you're comfortable there. When your student is done, make sure they log out. It's one of the things we learn here at school, to log in and also to log out of programs. All right, that's it for today. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, wcochran@rsu23.org. or you can just call the school. Thank you. Bye-bye.